With the news tonight, I'm Royce and Drake. Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with developments at the Port Morant NDC, where workers are calling for the overseer to go. Chairman of the Port Morant NDC, Ishwar Sami, said the protest was called following what he describes as the unprofessional conduct of the NDC overseer and repeated complaints of her treatment of staff and residents. Today, workers held a picketing exercise outside the NDC office, calling for the overseer to go.
Staff has been complaining that their salaries and wages are not being paid on time, and upon checking, we find that the overseer is not completing our task in preparation of these pay sheets to go down to the region in time.
At a statutory meeting on Tuesday, Sami said statements were taken from the staff, NDC, and residents, and it was agreed that the overseer would be suspended.
We also find that residents have been complaining for a number of years now to the Prime Minister office. Residents leave the NDC because they are not satisfied with the kind of service provided with the overseer, and they would go to Mr. Harbhajan at the Prime Minister office. And to date, we are not getting any result from the Prime Minister office. I want to know if the Prime Minister is still sleeping or Mr. Harbhajan, who take all these complaints. I see him very often on the television, but no result.
He said residents have also complained to the Prime Minister's representative in the region, Gobind Harbhajan, and nothing was done about the situation. In an invited comment, Harbhajan said he received the complaints and it was passed on to the Deputy REO and the regional chairman. He said further complaints were made in 2016 and 2017, and those were forwarded to the Ministry of Communities. The protesters are calling on the relevant authorities to take the necessary action to ensure the effective running of the NDC. More news after this break. Stay with us.
Hey, looky there. Let me go techie boots.
Boots? No, mama, I ain't gonna get like a teeth in them big stinky 30-second boots. Plus, it gonna be more cheaper online. And don't got my favorite color, pink. Let me go along.
Online shopping. Cheaper, faster, better. Passback.
Backed by public demand, Comfort Sleep Big Tent Sale. Let's do it again. This time bigger. Saturday the 28th of April from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Comfort Sleep, 49 Eccles Industrial Site, East Bank, Demerara. Come, get unbelievable discounts. Pillow Top Spring-Filled mattresses, back support Spring-Filled mattresses, Euro Top Spring-Filled mattresses, and other Spring-Filled mattresses in standard size, queen size, and king size. Buy 2 pillow, get 1 free. Big discounts on bed sets and more. Mark the date, Saturday the 28th of April. Comfort Sleep. Sleep on, dream on.
Welcome back. 6 persons are now in custody after the police busted guns and ammunition at a roadblock on the east bank of Demerara. The police say the 2 9mm Glock pistols with 1 serial number filed out along with 22 live rounds, 1 Beretta pistol with 11 live rounds, 1.32 Taurus pistol with serial number also filed out with 6 live rounds, 1 sledgehammer, 2 pairs of latex gloves, and trade plates were busted at a police roadblock last night on the Grove Public Road, East Bank, Demerara. According to the police, their initial investigation revealed that the suspects attempted to rob 69-year-old poultry farmer, a Chinese national, at Supply on the east bank of Demerara. The man was at home relaxing with his 2 sons when he was alerted by noise coming from the eastern door. Upon further investigation, he observed 4 men in his yard and quickly raised an alarm. The suspects escaped in a waiting car, HC 4543. Further investigations have revealed that the motor car was stolen from the owner during the robbery on the arms on March 25, 2018 at Princess Street, Georgetown. Calls for justice at a vigil for slain travel agent. The painful memories of the death of Renola Payne, the woman who was shot and killed by former GDF captain Erwin Sandy, were invoked last night at a candlelight vigil at the place where she met her demise in Alexander Village. Sandy was charged with a capital offense and was remanded to prison. The vigil, which was organized by Women's Movement International, saw women and men from all walks of life in attendance. Bonita Montague, president of the United Bridge Builders Mission, said their cry is for justice and they are not asking for or expecting anything less.
Today is Rihanna, tomorrow is someone else if we don't stand up and talk up and speak out and do everything within our rights to ensure that this is not a continuous practice. It has already been a continuous practice. It's now a culture. When you go to the United Nations and I sit there on the panel, I'm being told by other country leaders, other country affiliates, how many murders on women and children occur in Guyana. Sometimes I'm embarrassed to say I was born in Guyana because I'm sitting alongside colleagues that are asking me what is happening. We know crimes happen all over the world, but this epidemic is something beyond us. We are not 1 million persons in this country. Our population is under 1 million. And if we had to report every child abuse, every woman abuse, that is all we would be reading in the papers because there are many cases that you never hear of.
The woman said the insanity plea made by Sandy's attorney James Bond is unacceptable.
At this point, I am denouncing it. We are denouncing it, and we are calling for justice. We wish today that the death penalty was in place. As a humanitarian, it's the last thing I thought I would have been asking for. But this epidemic has got to stop. We have to find a deterrent. We have to be able to bring these persons to justice. Nowhere must he be able to have an insanity plea and walk the streets again after killing a woman.
The women plan to continue their non-violent fight so that justice will prevail, and they are encouraging women to speak out against any form of abuse.
Amen.
What we want? Justice! What we want? Justice! When we want it? No.
Stag, a man's beer.
Backed by public demand, Comfort Sleep Big Tent Sale. Let's do it again. This time bigger. Saturday the 28th of April from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Comfort Sleep, 49 Eccles Industrial Site, East Bank, Demerara. Come, get unbelievable discounts. Pillow Top Springfield mattresses, Back Support Springfield mattresses, Euro Top Springfield mattresses, and other Springfield mattresses in standard size, queen size, and king size. Buy 2 pillow, get 1 free. Big discounts on bed sets and more. Mark the date, Saturday the 28th of April. Comfort Sleep. Sleep on, dream on.
Caribbean rice from the lush rice fields of Guyana, straight to your home. Caribbean rice, our people, our rice.
And now for a quick look around the court. North Sophia man remanded for robbing a woman of $273,000 cash and other items at Knife Point. A 24-year-old minor was today remanded to prison for a robbery he allegedly committed in Pike Street, Kitty in February this year. Patrick Goodluck of North Sophia appeared before Magistrate Fabio Azor at the Georgetown Magistrate Court and denied the charge. It is alleged on February 25, 2018, at Pike Street, Kitty, while being armed with a knife, he robbed Felicity Carmichael, of $273,000 in cash and other items. The victim reported the matter to the police, but the suspect managed to evade capture until recently when he was arrested by the police. He was positively identified by Carmichael as our assailant. Police prosecutor Simon Payne objected to Goodluck being granted bail since he is a repeat offender. Magistrate Zoe remanded Goodluck to prison until May 2nd. And that has brought us to the end of this edition of News in Depth. Do join us again tomorrow for another edition.